Assalamu alaikum. I am Amiyo Bhattacharjee. I will take higher mathematics class of class 11. Today I will discuss permutation and combination. My dear students, I hope you all will cooperate. Thank you very much. Permutation and combination. We are always confused in the exam hall regarding permutation and combination. If a math is given, then we think at first this math is to be done with the help of permutation or by the formula of combination. You don't think that. Okay? You have to know actually the difference between permutation and combination at first. It's not a wise decision if math is given from this chapter. It's not a wise decision to solve the math at first. Better you think this math is to be done with the help of permutation or combination. You have to decide, then go for solving the maths. Permutation and combination. Suppose I have written a word, that is man. Okay? If we rearrange the letters of this word, then we'll get another 5 words, right? Suppose it will be NAM, this type of AMN, ANN, okay, then NNA, okay, then NNA, this type of. You understand? Maybe these 5 words meaningful or non-meaningful, okay? So a word man, from this we can get another 5 words, okay, using all the letters. That means by changing the letters, I mean changing means the position of the letters, okay, we have got another 5 words. What is meant by this? It means it has been changed. Another example, suppose a number. 12 is a number. If we change the position of unit place digit and tens place digit, we will get another number, 21. After changing, we have got the different number. That means here meaning, here value. After changing, the meaning and value are different, right? the meaning of the words and here the value of the number are different. Have you seen? Okay. Now come here. Suppose I have drawn a triangle PQR. PQR. What is the name of the triangle? PQR. Triangle PQR. I can name it triangle QPR. Right? I can also name it triangle PRQ. Have you seen? I have changed the name here, but the triangle remains unchanged. You call it PQR, will get the same triangle. You call it QPR, you will also get the same triangle. If you call it triangle PRQ, and you know that you will get the same triangle. Is it? Yes. Again, suppose it is a straight line. ST. ST is a straight line. Okay? Now, if anyone writes, sir, I am writing it is a straight line ST, other one is writing, no, I will call it the straight line TS. Have you seen? The name has been changed, but its meaning has not been changed. This is permutation and this is combination. This is permutation and this is combination. That means in combination, no change of value, no change of meaning. But in permutation, meaning and value will be changed. So what we have got today, the first difference between the permutation and combination is that in permutation, meaning and value are changed, but in combination, it's not. This is called permutation. Write down. This is permutation. This is permutation. And this is combination. And this is combination. So we must not be confused in the exam hall that the math is given from permutation or from combination. I think you have got me? Okay. You write down. Permutation and combination. Again, some other difference. It is actually permutation. It is combination. Okay. Actually, it works on number, letters, okay, numbers, letters, colors, okay, here it is triangle, side, diagonal, 5, okay? I mean group to form, forming group, forming group, forming committee, forming group, forming team, okay? This type of. Okay. Now, suppose I am giving you another example. Another example. LISTEN. Listen. Okay. By rearranging, we get a meaningful word. Silent. 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 But remember, some students demand it is not meaningful or it is non-meaningful. You don't have any kind of moderation. Either it is meaningful or it is non-meaningful. Okay. If as for another example can be given like this, you can see. Suppose coronavirus. From here, we can get a meaningful word. Can you tell me? Meaningful word. Carnivorous. From here, we can get a meaningful word. And perhaps it goes, okay? This word goes with this. Okay, anyway. This C A R N I P O R, this is R, again O, this is O, U S. Okay? So actually it goes like that. So remember one thing, permutation actually it deals with the order. Order, you understand? But combination does not deal with the order. The word is order. ORDER, order. Suppose many of us used to give any combination lock, that is called combo lock. Okay. Suppose 5, 4, 2, 3, a combo lock. You understand? Now, this is a combo lock. 5, 4, 2, 3. Now, if I write 5, 3, 2, 4, we can't open, right? Because it is the lock of combo lock. Okay. But from here, from this combination, we can get another 23. We can get another 23 numbers. Another 23 numbers. Okay. And you know, this is permutation. Suppose this number can be written like this: 5, 4, 3, 2, and this type of. If it is given permutation lock, then any number, okay, of this 24 may be helpful to open the lock. You understand? So this is combo lock. It won't be changed. Okay, as it does not depend on order, so it won't be changed. Okay. another thing, suppose it is A and it is B and it is C. We have three ways to go from A to B, like this. We have three ways to go to B from A. Is it? Then from B to C, we have another two ways. What I mean? I want to go to C from A through B. That means I'll go from A to B at first, then B to C. From A to B, we have three ways by road to go. And from B to C, we have another two ways by road to go. Actually, from going to C, going to C from A, actually how many roads or ways do we have? How many ways do we have? Can you tell me? How many ways do we have? Can you tell me? Here we have three ways. 1, 2, 3. You understand? And here we have 2. 1, 2. So what is our answer? I want to go to C from A through B. Okay. So what's our answer? Do we have 3 plus 2 equals to 5 ways? Or we have 3 into 2 equals to 6 ways? How many ways do we have? Can you tell me please? Actually, we have 6 ways. For one, we have 2. Okay, for this one, we have 2. If I go through this way, by this way, then we will have another 2 options. For one, we have 2. For second one, we have another 2. For third one, we have another 2. So in total, for this, if I use this, we will get 2. So everywhere we will get for this 2, for this 2, for this 2. That is, there are 6 ways. You understand? Not this. Again, suppose it is P and it is Q. I'll go to Q from P. I'll go to Q from P. So we have 1, 2, 3. 3 ways by road. You understand? So how many ways are there here? Here there are, it is easy to answer that yes, there are 3 ways. Okay, there are 3 ways. I think you have got me. This is two incomplete events. Please try to understand. This is 2 incomplete events. Okay? This is 2 incomplete events. For incomplete events, it is always multiplication. It is from A to B, it is an event. From B to C, it is another event. So we have got, if I have to go to C, but I am going from A to B, so it is our job is not done. So it is called incomplete event. Okay. From B to C, another 2 ways. If I go from B to C, our job is not done. That's our goal. Our goal is to go to C from A. So it is one of the incomplete events. It is also one of the incomplete events. When there are 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is, or 5 or 100 incomplete events, you know what is done? For incomplete events, it is multiplication. For incomplete events, it is multiplication. Incomplete events, write down. Incomplete incomplete events, it is multiplication. But from P to Q, it is complete event. Okay. And there are 1 plus 1 plus 1, total 3. So for complete events, it is addition. Please try to understand. For incomplete events, it is multiplication. And for complete event, it is addition. Before going to your maths from permutation or combination chapters, we must be acquainted with the fact of factorial. Factorial. Write down factorial. Actually, it is its notation is like this. Suppose x factorial, or this type of. Okay, we can write it. Now, what is meant by 5 factorial? In class 9 and 10, you were taught in the chapter 10, 10.1 and 10.2 exercises many items regarding factorial. Okay, 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 5 factorial. 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Yes, you all know. Very good. Then, if I write 4 factorial equals to 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? Yes, it is right. You see this and these are equal. So from here we can write 5 factorial is equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Can you write? Yes, we can write. That means 5 into 4 factorial. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is 4 factorial. Okay. By this way, 10 factorial means 10 into 9 factorial. Sorry. If you don't understand, please let me know. 10 factorial means what? 10 into 9 factorial. Okay, that's good. Now, if I write n factorial means what? n minus 1, n minus 2, 3 to 1. You understand? 3 to 1. N factorial means. But you see, this is what? This is n minus 1 factorial. I think you have got me. This is n minus 1 factorial. Suppose you are told to write down what is n minus 3 factorial. Suppose you are told to write down what is n minus 3 factorial. It is what? N minus 3. It will be decreasing. N minus 4. N minus 5. 3, 2, 1. This type of. Anyway, so this is n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 in this way. 3 to 1. That means it can be written n minus 1 factorial. That's good. Now, if we write down n equals to 1 here, n equals to 1, then what becomes? N equals to 1. N equals to 1 means 1 factorial is equal to 1 1 minus 1 factorial, that is 1 factorial is equal to 1, it is 0, no need to write down 1. 1 into 0 factorial. Now 1 factorial means what? 1 factorial means 1. 1 factorial means 1, okay? And 1 into 0 factorial, that means 0 factorial. So it is to keep it in mind, okay? You will keep it in mind that 0 factorial is equal to 1. Okay, sometimes this proof is given in the exam hall. They prove that 0 factorial equals to 1, it's of 2 marks. 0 factorial equals to 1. Please remember it. 0 factorial equals to 1. Suppose in a small classroom there are five seats and 5 students in a small classroom, okay? So we have decided that those 5 students will sit in those 5 seats. Very easy and good. How many ways it can be arranged that 5 students will sit in 5 seats, on 5 seats? In how many ways they can be arranged? Can you tell me? Okay, you see, you name the 5 students, okay? You name the 5 students. What are the name of the 5 students? Suppose one is A, B, C, D and E. Okay, I have named all those 5 students. A, B, C, D, E. Have you got it? I have named the 5 students A, B, C, D and E. And I will take 5 seats like this. 5 seats. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 seats, 5 students. That's good. When I will go for, okay, sitting in the first place, okay, this one, I have 5 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any of these 5 can sit here. Is it? Any of these 5 can sit here. So how many options we have? We have 5 options. We have 5 options. Suppose we have here 5 options. 5. Now, suppose this one is omitted. This C has, okay, been kept here. Now, for second option, we are left with 4 students. Have you seen? That is, in the second place, 4 students can sit here. Okay? In the second place, 4 students can sit here. That means, any of 4 students, any of the 4 students. That means, we have 4 options. A can sit, B can sit, D can sit, E can sit. Only one will sit. That means out of 4, I am taking 1. So it is 4. We have 4 options. Now suppose it is omitted. Now we have B, D, E. For third place, we have 3 options. That means it is 3. For fourth place, suppose it is omitted, we have 2 options. So it is 2. For the last place, we have only 1 option. It is 1. Okay? As I told you, it's totally different events, so no addition but multiplication. No addition but multiplication. Anyway, so we have 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to what? 3 to the 6, 120 ways. We have 120 ways that we can make 5 students sit in 5 seats. Okay? We can make 5 students sit in 5 seats. Okay? We have 120 ways. Is it? But if we tell you that it's okay, there are 5 students, suppose A, B, C, D. We have 5 students, but we have only 3 seats. We have 5 students, it's okay, but we have only 3 seats. Then how many ways we will have? Can you tell me? We have only 3 seats. Okay, let's see. For the first position, we have 5 options. A can sit here, B can sit here, C can sit here, D can sit here, E can sit here. So for the first position, we have totally 5 options. Very good, it is omitted. Okay. For the second position, we are left with 4 options. B, C, D, E. Any of these 4 can sit here. That means we have 4 options. Omitted. Any of them can be omitted. So we have 4 options. And for the third seat number, we have 3 options. 1, 2, 3. That is 3. These two have to be stood. That is, they will be standing. Okay, they don't have any seat. Now, actually, how many ways do we have? How many ways do we have? We have 5 into 4 into 3 ways. How many ways do we have? 5 into 4 into 3. Actually, what we are going to do? We are going to do that we have 5 students and we have 3 seats. Okay? We have 5 students and we have 3 seats. This can also be written for your kind information. This can be written 5, 3. Okay? That is, we have 5 students and 3 seats. Okay? 5 students and 3 seats. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now it is our answer. Okay, but we will do something else. That is, it can be written like 5 into 4 into 3. Okay, is it? 5 into 4 into 3 into, we can write here 2 into 1. Have you seen what I am going to write down? 2 into 1. So I have written 2 into 1. That 2 into 1 must be divided here. That means this and this will be omitted. That is equals to what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is meant by this? It is 5 factorial. You understand? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 means 5 factorial. Please try to understand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 means what? 5 factorial. Okay? 5 factorial. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 means 5 factorial. Now, what is this here? It is only 2. It is only 2. But these 2 can be written as by 2 factorial. Okay? These 2 can be written as by 2 means what? 2 factorial. Very good. That means I am writing here. But in our question, there is no 2. Please try to understand. In our question, there is no 2, but we have 3. We have only 2 figures, I mean 2 numbers. One of them is 5 and the other is 3. So, in our answer or in our formula, we must have these 5 and 3. Okay? That's good. So, from here, we can write down 5 factorial by, okay, 2 means what? What is meant by 2? We can write 5 minus 2 factorial. I'm sorry, 5 minus 3 factorial. This is 5, this is 3. You see, the difference of 5 and 3 is 2. 5 minus 3. I am repeating. 5 minus 3 equals to what? 2. 5 minus 3 equals to 2. So, this is the formula. That means we have come to know here, 5p3 is equal to 5 factorial by 5 minus 3 factorial. Please try to understand. Okay. That means if we write down 10p4, it means 10 factorial by 10 minus 4 factorial. You understand? If we write down npr, that is n factorial by n minus r factorial. This is the formula. This formula you must memorize. This is the formula. NPR, what I have mentioned, NPR equals to n factorial by n minus r factorial. Okay. If I put n equals to r, if n equals to r, right? Then we are getting npn, that is n factorial n minus n factorial. Have you got it? That means n factorial by 0 factorial. Okay, npn n factorial by 0 factorial. That is npn. What is 0 factorial? 0 factorial equals to 1, that I proved today. So we are getting n factorial. My dear students, this is the formula. This is the formula. Can you remember what the example today I have given you at first? What the example? That 5 students and 5 seats. What was our answer? Our answer was 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is what? 5 factorial. Okay? That is 5 factorial. So here 5 students, that is NPR, 5PR equals to what? 5 factorial. You see, 5P5, 5 students, 5 seats, 5 students, 5 seats. We got the answer 5 factorial. Here, NPN, n factorial. Have you got me? Suppose anywhere it is written RPR equals to what? R factorial. Have you got me? I mean, in the first example, NPN, 5P5, answer was 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is 120, that is 5 factorial. 5P5, 5 factorial answer, okay? So NPN, N factorial, that I also proved it here. So RPR equals to R factorial. Now the question is, perhaps you will not claim that yes, 0 factorial equals to how it is 1. I proved it that 0 factorial equals to 1. There is a confusion that is there is no doubt that 0 factorial equals to 1. That's right. Suppose 1 by 0 equals to what? 1 by 0 equals to what? Can you tell me? Someone tells it is infinity. Is it the correct answer? Actually, 1 by 0 is undefined. Undefined. Now my question is to you, when suppose it's a number, you call it a number. When a number becomes undefined, can you tell me? When a number becomes undefined, under which pretext we can call a number as undefined? Please write me. How we can call a number undefined? Undefined. How a number can be called undefined? Okay, perhaps you cannot. Anyway, if a number has more than one value, okay, then it's called undefined. Suppose 2 is a number, it has a value that is 2. 10 is a number, it has a value that is 10. But if we get any number having more than one value, I repeat, if we get a number having more than one value, then the number is called undefined. Please try to understand. 1 by 0, I think your exercise 9, first paper, you have some like this of limit. That is limit x tends to be 0 and 1 by x. What is the value? What is the value? So it has a graph like this. Suppose it is 0, like this it is 0. Okay, I'm only to give only this. It is 0, suppose it is 0. So it is positive and it is negative. So it has positive value, negative value. Anyway, this type of. So when I will take a class on limit, then I will make you understand. Now, just try to understand. When we will do this math, this type of math, it means what? The value of x is very near to be 0. Okay, but not exactly 0. Very near to be 0. Okay. If we do this math, we will have two values here. One is positive infinity. You understand? I mean with graphical presentation. I will show you only. And the other is negative infinity. So 1 by 0, this is 1 by 0. So 1 by 0 has two values. 1 by 0 has two values. Positive infinity and negative infinity. Okay? What I told, a number is to be undefined. Okay? If it has more than one value. So 1 by 0 has two values. One of them is positive infinity and second one is negative infinity. For this 1 by 0 is called undefined. For this 1 by 0 is called undefined. Okay? Suppose We have got another three letters like A, B, and C. Okay. We can form here A, C, B, right? Very good. B, C, A, good. B, A, C, that's good. Then take C, C, A, B, C, B, A. What I have done here? We have three letters. How many word? I mean, a word of three letters. Okay, how many words can be formed? Okay, so we have got answer 6. How is it? 6 means what? 6 means what? 3 into 2 into 1. That is 3 factorial. 3 factorial. So NPN 3 out of 3 equals to what? We have three letters and we have used all the 3 letters. Have you seen? We have 3 letters and we have used all those 3 letters. You see? We have 3 letters and we have used all those 3 letters. Okay, that is 3 factorial. That's good, not a matter. But if the math was like given, not ABC, but ABB, have you seen what I have written? ABB. ABB means what? Actually the math was ABC, right? So for C we have B. Please try to understand. For C we have B. Okay? The math was ABC. Now I am going to do a math of ABB. Okay, that is repetition. That means what is the change here? For C we have B. Very good. This is C, so C will be B. This is C will be B. This is C will be B. And this is C will be B. This is C will be B. You understand? Now you see, we have same. We have same. And this is also same. Okay? You see, I am wrong somewhere. ABB, okay, BBA, BAC. Oh, sorry, excuse, sorry. This will be B. This is B. Excuse, sorry. So we have this. You understand? So for 2 we are getting 1, right? Here for 2 we are getting 1. Here for 2 we are getting 1. You understand? So actually we have got in total how many? How many? In total 3. But in the previous map we had 6 ways. That means how does it come? We know this is 2. A, B, B. We have these two same. 2 means 2 factorial. 2 means 2 factorial. For 2 factorial, we have got 1. This is 1. In total, it is 1. It is 1. It is 1. Okay? Our answer is 3. So for 2 factorial, we have 1. Okay? Then for 1, we have 1 by 2 factorial. And for 3 factorial, last time our answer was 3. 3 means 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. That means for 3 factorial, we have 3 factorial by 2 factorial. Please try to understand. What I have shown you, that is mathematical proof. Now, you see in short, what will you do in the exam? In this case, it is ABB, we have three letters. We have three letters. 1, 2, 3. How many letters are repeated? 1, 2. That is our answer. And if we calculate it, we will get answer 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Have you seen? A, B, B. Is it okay? A, B, B. Suppose you are given 1, 2, 3, 4. A number of 4 digits. How many ways are there, okay, to arrange the digits of the number? Very good. We have answer is 4. Okay. P 4 equals to what? 4 factorial. That means what? 24. 24. But if it was given like this, 1, 2, 2, 2, same. Have you seen? That means here it would be, I mean, for 3 it is 2, for 4 it is 2. Is it? So then what you do? It is, sorry, this map, for this map, it is 4 factorial. How many? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 2's. That means 3 factorial. You understand? 3 factorial means what? That is 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Answer is 4 ways. Okay, let's try how it becomes. 1, 2, 2. Okay? Is it? Then 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay? 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay? 2, 2, 2, 1. Have you seen? We have 4 ways. We have got the answer. There are 4 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 4 ways. When there is repeated, then it is to be done that you have to divide it. Another thing that is to be told today, what is NR? NR equals to what? We know NR equals to what? NR equals to n factorial by r factorial n minus r factorial. Is it? This is the formula. That means r factorial nr is equal to n factorial n minus r factorial. Is it? Now, what is NPR? NPR, that means n factorial by n minus r factorial. Have you seen that our right hand sides are equal? These and these are same. Have you seen here? These and these are same. So what can we write? We can write that r factorial nr is equal to npr. That means nr is equal to npr by r factorial. This is the formula. This is the formula that is to remember. Okay, this formula is to memorized. NR means NCR. For kind information, NR means NCR. Dear students, today I have tried my level best to just introduce some formulas from permutation. Okay, and 1 or 2 examples. Next day, we'll do some maths from permutation. Thank you very much. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Best of luck. Bye bye.